All right, guys, it's Sunday night. You know what that means. What's
It
it
means
mean, Matt?
tomorrow's Monday.
Yay for Monday. It also means that we're back for my favorite How to Paint show. We're going to turn this hardware copper, and I have a couple of surprises for you tonight. So I hope you had a great weekend. Everybody, how you doing? Matt and I are here. Matt's here to read your comments and help you help me answer your questions. And I am adding copper, which is Pennies from Heaven. It's a liquid patina from Debbie's Design Diary, and Matt put the hardware back on for me, and this piece is really coming along. Don't you think, you guys? Matt, what are you thinking about it? That is pretty funny sounding. I have my inspiration photo. I remembered to print it off, so let me show you what saltwater taffy, where my inspirations come from. I have some more nominations I'm going to read to you all. I ended up we probably got 20 new nominations today, so I think we are up over 80 or 85 nominations on who is going to win this piece of furniture. And I have a couple of surprises that I hope you guys can stick around for. I'm going to read some of the nominations here in a minute, and I want to show you the inspiration photo. So the series is called Under the Boardwalk, and we had help naming this one by Tanya Cribbs, and she suggested the name Saltwater Taffy, and I thought that's perfect. Let's do that for this one. So check out the inspiration photos. So this is Under the Boardwalk. You can see there's a pier, and this is kind of my own interpretation. I love to get photos off of Pinterest or other areas, other websites, and just kind of interpret this image. So now I remembered to print it. What do you think? You see how it's darker in the front?
Frozen on the tubes.
Uh-oh. I'm frozen on YouTube? Gosh.
Frozen on tubes.
I am so incredibly sorry about that. Hopefully they pop on over. So you can see it's darker up front, and then you've got some greens in here, and then you've got that old 57. So the way that I did the sides with the sandy blonde is as if the, hi Victor, were the piers, and then we put some of that old school up there for Matt. So that's kind of my design scheme, and I remembered to print it off so I could kind of show you. The other night I worked on this on Friday Night Live, and I sprayed liquid sunshine over this, and then also dripped a little bit of a really bright acrylic yellow on here. I'm so glad you guys are here. You see it, so you get the inspiration then, right? And then the way that I wrapped it around the sides, it's as if the pier, and then, I don't know, you'll see the sides here in just a minute. I'm going to take all the hardware, and I'm going to put copper patina on it, and then I'm going to use the verdigris wax, the Shipwrecked, all right? I'm going to read you some of the nominations, since this piece is going to one of you or someone that's never even watched. It's just going to depend. We're going to narrow it down to 3 out of so far 85. And you have until Saturday to nominate. So Michelle will be on here in a minute, and she will post the link for you to nominate someone. We've had, I'm just going to tell you, Gavin, if you don't know who that is, he's been nominated multiple
Gavin's
times.
on here?
Is Gav on? Okay, Gav has been probably nominated 4 or 5 times, which is super special. Gavin, how are you, buddy? He's been nominated that many times. I'm going to read a few here. And a big announcement. So I get this message today, you all, and you have to listen to this. Nobody turn the channel. Dionne. I'm not naming names, by the way. This is anonymous, okay? I just wanted to let you know that I sent you $200 to go through to your PayPal. This is a very nice thing that you guys are doing. As a friend, I wanted to help out with any shipping costs, regardless of who the winner or winners might be. After listening to some of the nominations, I realize that there are a lot of deserving people whose lives could be brightened by winning one of your amazing painted pieces. Glad you 3 are doing the picking, LOL. Take care. Can you believe that?
Pretty awesome.
So this person is on here now, but we're doing it anonymously. So the $200 shipping is already being taken care of by this person. So extremely kind. So what that means is all of the money that you guys sent on YouTube the other day, we already have some shipping for the next piece that we're going to give away free. So what a wonderful person to do that. And I just, that blows me away. Okay, I'm going to read some of these nominations and then we'll get back to this copper, but I know so many of you wanted to hear some of these. So I just pulled these at random. Mary Goldenzoff has nominated Gavin. And she used the email because she did not know her email. She used the email gavin@cutedimples.com. Because Gavin made a comment the other day that he was deserving because he had really cute dimples. Tell us why you're nominating Gavin. Gavin was the first person who popped into my mind when Dionne revealed the giveaway. I know he's already been nominated, but I truly cannot think of anyone who would appreciate a piece by Dionne more than Gavin. If he should be the one to win, my fondest wish would be to, 1, be there with him when he finds out that he's won, or to at least somehow see him. 2, when the piece is delivered to him. I would give anything to see that, she says. So this is Mary Goldenzoff. He is clearly so inspired by Dionne's artistry and he worked so hard to create. He deserves the encouragement that this would give. Isn't that awesome? Gav, are you on there, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
See, I can't see any comments, so I just wanted to make sure he was on here. Okay, I have another one from you guys. Actually, I pulled one in particular. You won't believe who's been nominated.
What are you looking at me for? I know.
I know. Yes. Okay, but first, Heather Watson, you've been nominated once again. This is from Miss Lee Harper. I would like to nominate Heather Watson for the piece of furniture you are giving away. Although I've never met Heather in person, I have observed her behavior and interaction within your creative connection, as well as the lives on your regular page. It is because of my observations of her that I believe she is so deserving. I have been a part of your community now for over a year, and within that time, Heather, more than anyone, consistently shows up, participates, is welcoming to anyone new, is always helpful, posting information or answering questions, be it on your Facebook page or within the creative connection. She is loyal and dedicated through and through. I have no way of knowing if Heather already owns a piece of your furniture, but I do know if anyone deserves a Dionne Woods custom piece of furniture, it is Heather Watson. How fun is that, you guys? Were you going to say anything? Okay, so I have to read you this one and then I'm going to keep painting. I'm going to put these other two down and we'll read them in a minute. Anush Hikamai.
You get on me,
Hakimian.
right?
Anush Hakimian. Okay, so after reading those two wonderful ones, I want to surprise you all because someone else was nominated that really threw me. Well, she's nominating me, Dionne Woods. She said, Mrs. Woods is a very kind and generous human being. She naturally is an all-around good person and she just can't help it. She always has a kind word for others, sharing her knowledge, and it makes me smile to watch her. I have been watching many of her tutorials since my car accident on March 4th, and I have multiple fractures in my back and my sternum. Some days, I only get up to watch her tutorials, and on a good day, I do a bit of painting because she has inspired me so much. Thank you. She nominated me. How sweet is that? So
So it's over. Sorry, everybody. Dionne won
yeah,
the piece.
I'm going to go ahead and let you know. I know who I'm going to vote for. No. So those were three. We'll read some more in a little bit. If you're just popping on, this is the inspiration photo that I finally remembered to print for you all. So our series is Under the Boardwalk with a side of Summer Carnival from last summer. And then I'm nicknaming this one Saltwater Taffy. So Saltwater Taffy is going to go to somebody. And of course, I just read those 3 nominations. But again, we have 85. I'm going to read a couple more here in just a minute.
Getting back to it.
Get back to the furniture, yo.
Yeah, I mean, they come here to talk amongst themselves and watch you paint.
You guys, if you're just popping on, we also had someone send $200 total for the shipping of this piece to the winner. And this person wants to remain anonymous, but such a generous gift. So the money that was contributed on YouTube last week will already be available to go to the next piece that we're going to give away. And we already know the plan as well. So thank you all that are contributing or that are nominating. You have until Saturday to do the nomination. All right.
Gavin said, Miss Dionne, I will arm wrestle you for it if we have a tie.
You're on, buddy. You're on.
That's awesome. Arm wrestle.
Oh, Heather says the tears are flowing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Heather's been nominated 3 times.
Yeah, you're right, Betty. So many generous and wonderful people on here. That is a fact.
I'm telling you, I got that message today and I'm like, what? You sent $200 for, like, this person wants to pay for the shipping and we already collected so much the other day. So we will have most of the shipping for the next one paid for. Wow.
So what'd you do today, honey?
I watched you.
What did you watch me do?
Hey, I worked. I did bookkeeping. So the first quarter of bookkeeping is done. Thank you for this month. I went shopping and bought more flowers for the flower beds. And what else did I do? We gave your mom her birthday present. Happy birthday, BB. She came by and got her birthday present and visited with us for a little bit. What else?
Mowing.
No, that's all the stuff you did.
Planting.
You worked your tail off today.
Catching the sun, working on my tan.
You did not. Although you
I
did
did
get
too,
some
work
tan
on
on
my
your.
tan.
You did get some tan.
I took
on
off my
your
shirt and people
No.
were having a wrecks out in the front of our house.
But you st-
It was crazy. I had to put my shirt back on because all those women were gawking at me. It was embarrassing.
My word.
Uh,
No. Yeah, we had a great day. The weather was 80, hardly any wind, and absolutely gorgeous. So I was looking forward to tonight because I've actually doing this is giving me, it's not giving me anxiety, it's giving me like excitement. Like I'm so ready, anxious to get on here and share you guys some of the nominations and stuff. And I'm really, I think I'm really honored to be able to do this and that it's being received so well. And that so many of you are reaching out to strangers. You guys are nominating perfect strangers for winning this. Like, I think that's what blows me away. Very few of you have any idea who you are. And a lot of you are so clever with your emails. Like, you'll put in someone's email, like, I have no idea @gmail.com. Like, you're so clever. And Gavin, did you hear that your nominee put you as
Dimples.
cutedimples.com or whatever it was? Cute. So cute.
I agree with Gavin on this. When he says better shirt off than pants off, I always say.
Amen to that.
I mean, we could have had
Okay,
the
stop
national
talking.
security come out today if I had my pants off.
Stop talking. So I am just having the hardware be copper. Inspiration photo. And y'all stop laughing and encouraging him. Thank you. Right, Michelle? It's amazing. Like, it's really amazing. Mamas and daughters nominating each other, friends, and then complete.
Hey, it's Janet from another planet.
What's up, girl?
Thank you, Janet. She gave $20. She said $10 for the next giveaway and $10 for brownies and treat for Abby.
Oh my goodness, Janet. Thank you so much, sister. You missed the beginning. You'll have to go back and listen to all the beginning. The stories are the $200 donation. The lot has happened in the last 15 minutes, so I hope that you'll be able to go back and watch. I'm going to add more copper. I kind of want to highlight a little bit of these sections over here. So I'm just going to get this in here. Guys, this is a very sheer, watered down. The liquid patina acts more like a glaze. So I'm putting it on here with my little Frenchie brush from Paint Pixie.
We got Kathy Cooper on here.
Hello, Kathy. How are you, dear? And I'm going to put some here in this. I'm just kind of playing around because of my inspiration photo. There's obviously no copper here. The bolts, they're not made out of copper, but it's my interpretation, and I want to add copper. I did add old school for Matt, as if this were the top, this were the underneath of the pier, and the boards had weathered to this kind of gray, sandy blonde color. So, thank you so much, Delisa. You guys, if you're just popping on, I read a few of the nominations. Absolutely the most generous people on here tonight and every night.
Gail Berry Seaman, she says, my grandson was fixing the trampoline today with a wrench. Naked, but he was 4.
Well, he totally gets away. It was a beautiful Oklahoma day. Gail is also in Oklahoma, so she got to enjoy this as well. And I'm just going to spray this a little bit and just kind of get that copper moving a little bit, and then I'll turn it here in just a minute. But the hardware, it's very, the paint is wet, and that's where you're seeing it shine right now. But I think I wanted it to be still an elegant piece, even though we're calling it saltwater taffy, so it's playful. But I still really, really want it to be an elegant piece with lots of layers, lots of textures. And I promise, as soon as we are finished right now today, I will take some pictures and blow them up here in the comments and blow them up here under community and in the stories for Instagram. Instagram peeps are still on here, and I think they get on here and think, what? Where are they reading and seeing all of this? But we have a very generous community on YouTube and Facebook, you guys, on Instagram. And not that you're not generous, but just to update you, we're giving away this piece of furniture. And anybody can nominate anybody. It doesn't have to be someone that watches or anything. And well, we are just finding some extremely generous and kind people. And during a time like this, it's even more significant than it ever could be.
I don't see Jerome on here. I guess we got a little troll, but I can't see him.
Oh, we have a troll? On which place, honey?
On the tubes.
Okay.
I don't see him. Not coming across here.
Well, this would not be the night to come on here and troll me. Not with all these generous people and kind, wonderful people on here. I'm kind of trying to decide if I should highlight. Thank you, Joey. Thank you for sharing this video. I'm kind of trying to decide if I should highlight this a little bit. And as I said it out loud, I made up my mind. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. So I'm going to spray this a little bit more and get this going. So what happens is the green comes through, the various shades of green underneath that copper. And then when we put the shipwrecked wax on here, watch out. Woohoo! Matt, do you know how good that's going to be?
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. And I will tell you right now, I will be more than happy to have this piece. So someone nominated me. And I teased Matt and I said, well, that made it easy for me. Look who the winner is. Thanks, Michelle Spencer. Thank you for sharing, Delisa. Okay, so we have that. And I think I want to go back and highlight this gorgeous trim down here, this piece down here. You see it? Hi, Sherry.
Rainbow, is it Cynthia Fuller? I'm getting confused. I don't see the drum guy, guys. Sorry, I just don't see him. He's not coming up on mine for some reason.
Cynthia Fuller that's being ugly. Okay. Let's see if we can.
I got it.
You got it? Did you find it? You know how to do it?
Blocker.
Yeah, Cynthia. Timestamp at 8:47. Cynthia and Jerome.
I don't see Jerome.
Can you give a wrench to Michelle? She can get rid of them. You guys, we have to learn how to do that. But yeah, I would love to do that. Thank you. I don't know if that's in settings or if you click on Michelle's name and then you're able to give her a wrench. I don't know how to do that. I need to ask someone. So I'm just gonna take my little Frenchie over this area. I'm not worrying about getting it right. I wet it. I want that copper to really drip and move and not sit in one place. Creates a much better, a much more organic look if it moves and doesn't stay in one place, okay? Inspiration photo again. See how the water gets brighter back? It's pretty good, huh? So much fun. All right, does anybody have any questions, Matthew?
What is the email for nominations, please? That's by Jennifer Thomas.
It's theturquoiseiris.com/spread love, all one word, but Michelle will be posting it. She's posted it a few times, so let's get her to do it again. Is she on YouTube or Facebook, honey? The question.
She's on Facebook.
Okay, yeah, it's in there. Okay, so that copper over the Bohemian Blue, that was amazing.
Sharon Asher, she's welcome to the group.
Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad that you're here. We have done several things. We've read several of the nominations. We told everybody that someone sent a generous $200 offer to pay for the total shipping of this piece. If depending on who wins, it will be anywhere from $200 to $250. But either way, we have the shipping covered for this because of the generous donations. So outstanding. Let me turn it a little bit. And I'm going to read a couple of more nominations.
Donetta Harmon, so
Hi,
pretty.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are all going to be so excited to see who wins this.
Deanne St. James Van Ruden, this is the first time I've seen an inspiration video. Have I been missing them?
An inspiration video? Do you mean where I'm showing the photo of what my inspiration was? I did it on the last piece as well. The wardrobe that we nicknamed Sunset at the Pier. I showed you guys where I got my inspiration as well. And I remembered to actually print it out. I don't always use a picture, but during the series, I really think it's valuable to show you guys how you can take an image and use use it as your inspiration, but really apply it to anything, a piece of furniture or a bouquet, or like you could turn it into anything and show your interpretation. So I'm hopefully being helpful to you. A lot of people will message me and say, I don't know where you get your color combinations. Like, how do you come up with colors when you work on your furniture? And the best way that I know how to tell people is look at nature. Look at flower combinations. Look at the colors. If you see an iris and you see all of those colors in the iris, guys, all of those colors go together because they're the creations, right? They already go together. And so you can substitute that for paint colors to create your own interpretation.
Cobwebs and bristles. Tell me about membership. When do you do those videos?
So we're doing, Matt and I are doing a video once a month, which we've already done the one for May, but you get the playback. They don't just go away. Like, thank you, Betty. The playback. I did a paint tutorial for irises, and then last night we uploaded a framing video.
Which we're going to put that on YouTube as well, in your group.
You're going to put it on the Creative Connection, not on YouTube. We put it in the YouTube group, and then we're going to put it in the Facebook group called My Creative Connection.
Oh, thank you, Becca Meadows. She gives $10. She says, thank you, Dionne, for everything you are teaching us. You're a very special lady.
Becca, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your commenting and just hanging out with us. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting that water with the copper and kind of getting it to move. So right now it's pretty shiny and it's darker. When it dries, guys, it's going to be very sheer and sparkly. And when the light hits it just right, you're just going to go, oh. But we're going to put some wax over it. We're going to use a dark wax in some areas because we want it to stay classy. but we want it to also be aged. And so we're going to use some dark wax and the verdigris wax, the shipwrecked over the hardware, and then probably clear in everywhere else. So that is my plan.
Okay, we have, yes, Jasmine, I did see we had a new member, Sharon Asher. We said hello.
Oh, like she just joined the YouTube group, is that what you mean?
Yes.
I did not understand that. I am so sorry. Sharon Asher, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining the YouTube group. It's only
Samantha Watts,
$9.99.
we can see you. Can you see me?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe I missed something that she asked.
She wants you to read. Okay, let's read while this is setting up a little bit. I'm gonna do the other side. So much is going on tonight, guys. If you're just not popping on, you missed a lot. Okay, you missed a really lot. So this is the inspiration photo for Saltwater Taffy. And you guys have watched me paint probably, how much of this? Probably 85% of it I've done it online. Hey,
That copper's pretty sweet. The copper kind of tied it all together.
You want me to nominate you, don't you? Because you
Nobody
think you deserve
has
it.
nominated me.
That's
I am
right.
been crying myself to sleep.
Okay, so Shannon McLeod. Wait, did I read this yesterday?
Real quick, can you tell Samantha Watts she would like to know how to become a member? What are perks?
On YouTube?
Where is perks?
On YouTube or
on the tubes?
if you click on membership, you'll be able to see what the perks are. You get 2 videos a month and any other sneak peeks, clips, additions. Matt added a framing video into that because we just finished it there, and behind the scenes info and things like that.
And how does she go
She
about
clicks on the join button on
Join
YouTube.
button,
There's a
okay.
join button. At the top it just says join, framed in green. You click it and then work your way through there. I don't think it's very hard. Yes, if Matt won, shipping would be cheap. But if you have any other questions, feel free to ask, okay, sweetie? Shannon wants to nominate Marla Talent. Marla is a nurse and her job has been really stressful for a while now, but she keeps going and stays positive. She's also taking 3 college courses and is raising 2 boys. She took in her nephew a few years ago and is raising him as her own. Her husband contracted the COVID virus, and she has been taking care of him, and her boys have been staying with their grandmother and me until he is well. She has been through so much and still pushes forward, and this would be amazing reward for everything that she does. So, Shannon, thank you for nominating Miss Marla. That was so nice. Betty Hiltz would like to nominate Diane Lynn Verrill Burnham. She has suffered with Epstein-Barr virus since she was a teen. It became so bad she couldn't get out of bed or sit up. She found a doctor who could help and raise money online to get the needed testing. She is now able to function almost normally, but with nerve pain in her head and back. She also has an autistic son and spends a lot of her time helping him with his schoolwork. Her husband works very hard, but they have a lot of medical bills. She has a big heart, loves art, and relies on her faith and love of people. What a wonderful nominee. Thank you, Betty Hiltz, for nominating Miss Diane Burnham. That was very special. So I read 5 of the ones just at random tonight. Again, there is $200 being donated for the shipping of this piece, and we're naming it Saltwater Taffy, and you can still submit your nominations until the 23rd. And after that, Michelle's gonna pick her favorite, I'm gonna pick my favorite, and Matt's gonna pick his favorite. We're gonna put them together. We'll read them on here, but in order to vote, you have to be on my mailing list because I'm gonna send the email, and you'll be able to click and read the nominations and why the person was selected. And then we'll tally all the votes, and as soon as we get all that collected, we will make the big announcement on here. I would love if the person would come on live with us. Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
It would be fun. we can make that work.
If we could make that work, that would be super amazing. Even if we could have, I can have up to 6 people on here. So in a perfect world, the 3 nominations would come on here and I would read the 3, you know, who wins, because I know the other 2 people would of course be so supportive of the one that wins. So I don't know, that's a perfect thing that I would love to have happen, but I don't know if we can or not. So I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll be done for tonight.
Mary would like to know, is the painting that you started last night, is that it over there?
It is.
Okay.
Did
So
she,
you
is
worked
she
on
does
it a
she
little
see
bit?
it? Does she see
Yeah,
it?
you
or-
can kind of see it in the picture.
Oh, I'll hold it up a little bit better. I worked on it, you guys. I worked on, I'll show you. I worked on it for about an hour, or a couple hours today. Can they see it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the screens.
Hold the bottom like at an angle a little bit, because that's at an angle. So hold the bottom at an angle, like this. Yeah.
So-
a little closer. Go down. There you go.
Yeah, so this was the one I started last night on Saturday, and I added 3 different flowers today, and I have plans of adding 2 more flower varieties. And I did not use my fingers, you guys. I actually used my turquoise iris brushes for this. But yeah, thanks for asking, you guys. It's a lot of...
Mary said she had been painting along with you, LOL.
Oh, super! Well, now she's seen what I'm adding. So I added the yellow lilies and the Indian, what's it called, honey? The Indian,
Bonnet?
no, you just said a random word. You combined blue bonnets and Indian just now, didn't you?
Blanket.
I don't think it's the blanket flower. Thank
Indian,
you,
Indian
Karen.
blanket flower?
Thank you, Gail. It's not the Indian blanket. It's
Oh.
They're all over Oklahoma right now, but it's not Indian blanket. Indian blanket is more like a round one. It's Indian. Remember I said the way we can remember it, and I gave you an idea of why the way we can remember the name of the flower, and we can't remember. We were sitting at the table. What is the name of the flower painting? I haven't named it yet, Michelle.
Indian
paintbrush,
You said
Jenny.
paint. Remember you were like this, paint.
I said we won't forget this because it's a paintbrush. You guys, thank you. The fact that you knew what it was by me just saying Indian helps me. It makes me feel like I actually kind of made it look like that. So thank you. Look at all of them. They know. I am going to add, I've got to pick a white flower, and then I haven't decided what else I want to put in there. All right, inspiration photo. And so what I've done is just kind of wrapped, like say this is the piers right here, and we're looking out towards the water, and it's darker up close, standing up next to us. So thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. All right, so more copper, guys.
So everybody got a busy week this week?
Some states have gone back to work. Some still haven't, Matthew.
I know. Has anybody got to go back to work, or have they ever left work?
I'm just kind of putting it in random places because I'm going to hit it with water in just a second.
Jasmine Smith says, I just don't know how you will choose.
I don't either, Jasmine. I actually don't want to do this anymore. Like I told Michelle she had to pick all 3 of them now because Matt and I are like, we're out.
I think it is going to be hard, right?
Oh, they're all worthy. It's not like none of them.
It's not like a popularity contest here. It's just,
No.
you know, we're going to do the best we can to feel like what we represented, what we wanted to represent, right? What our goal was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll just do the best we can after that. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's gonna be really hard. I mean, I'm gonna probably end up. Probably have several piles. I'll probably end up reading 3 or 4 of them over and over and over again. You know, and trying to come up with one will be tough, but that's okay. We'll just. I know. Here's the deal. I know whoever wins it. Hopefully they'll be happy, but everybody else will be happy for them, and I think that's the overall theme. Is just we're trying to improve somebody's life and make them happy for a day or two, and maybe get them through a tough time, maybe, or just whatever it may be. But I think it's going to be great all the way around. So.
Yeah, we'll narrow it down, and the only thing I'll know to do is I'll have to sit on it for a few days. I'll say a little prayer and just kind of have to go with my gut, guys.
Jasmine says, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo." What we're going to do is we're going to put the names in a hat and we're going to throw them up in the air, and whichever one we catch is the winner.
Yeah, that
actually no, because you guys get to vote on the winner. So we just
we narrow it down to the
3,
three,
so.
and then everybody that's on my email list I'll send out, the 3 people that we've narrowed it down to, and so it'll be a surprise to us because I didn't want that responsibility of actually picking the fun, but just narrowing it down is. Okay, so I'm going to turn this back around. This still, of course, needs to dry. At this point, you guys, it needs wax, but it needs to dry. I want to add some shading. So as elegant as I really wanted, I still need it to be, these piers, guys, they're mildewy and worn down, and they have moss growing on them. And so although I don't necessarily want that look, I'm going to use the shipwrecked wax over the copper hardware to give it that patina look for the verdigris, right? Am I saying verdigris right?
Hey, Shelly Blake commented me. She's on the Facebooks.
Yeah.
And she says, good day from down under. I love your Aussie accent, Matt, when you say good day. Good day.
That's sweet of you.
It's
Thank
awesome.
you for mentioning.
Thank you so much, Shelly.
Thank you for mentioning that. He works very hard on it. So he practices it about twice a week in the mirror.
What did you just say?
You didn't even listen to me. I gave you a hard time. You didn't even listen. Then just, yes, that's true.
You always give me a hard time.
That's true then.
It doesn't matter how many times I practice it in the mirror during the day.
Thank you. You did listen.
Donetta Harmon, I missed the top. What color of paint?
So I just took the sandy blonde up over the top because that's what this kind of started right here at an angle. But then if you look, you see that the top of this is underneath the boardwalk where the pier goes out into the ocean, and it kind of has an old school look. So I told Matt I'm using your old school.
It ties it all together.
Charcoal, and so then I put charcoal over. So it has kind of a driftwood. Basically, if you take sandy blonde and use old school, you're going to get kind of a driftwood color. So I'm going to use dark wax on it in areas to create shading. I also had dripped some purpley pink because the name is saltwater taffy, right? And so I had to throw in a little bit of a few more taffy colors. So I don't know if you can see that from your angle, but I'm going to take some photos. If you're on Facebook, I'll put them here in the comments. YouTube, I will put them under community, and on Instagram, I'll put them in my stories. But this piece very soon will be going to one of you all or someone that you have nominated. So this is the piece. We're giving it away. At a time like this, I can't think of anything else to do other than to be generous. Again, the $200 shipping was given to us, as well as the shipping from last week. So we'll use that for the next piece that we give away. I read 5 nominations, so if you missed that, you gotta hear these nominations. Yours truly was actually nominated as well.
Where do you find, I'm gonna try to find it, I'm sorry.
No problem.
So Delisa Dixon, where do you get the picture from?
Oh, the picture's just off Pinterest. I have a board. I have 65 boards on Pinterest that I pin to for inspiration. This one was just called At the Pier. I have a board called The Pier that I've been pinning to for years. And so I just pulled one of them and printed it off. I don't know the location of this pier, but I sure would like to go there. So since I don't live near the beach, I'm always trying to bring it home. That blue at the bottom is amazing. Thank you. I can't wait to take a picture of this because it does have a little bit of fuchsia over the bohemian blue, and then it has some drips of the yellow, and then that copper is like screaming, I'm awesome.
Deanna St. James Van Ruden. I kind of like that. Really rolls off the tongue. Right? Deanna St. James Van Ruden.
Yes.
Anyway, I hope you send a copy of the inspiration photo with the piece. That way the winner can show it with the piece.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a very good idea.
You know what I can do? I can just toss this babe in the drawer with a little note, because I'll definitely be writing someone a note to go with it. But we'll get James set up to deliver this as soon as we choose our winner. So we're still taking nominations, you all. You know what? I need a little bit more on this hardware here. And I just want to say thanks again. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here for my favorite How to Paint show.
Showing up's half the battle.
And I think that's pretty much all, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. All right, we'll do Wednesday, and we'll do the waxing and some shading, and really make these wonderful original pools
So will
pop.
we be done with this on Wednesday?
I will be done with this on Wednesday, and then we'll still accept nominations through Saturday, Sunday. So when we come on Sunday, it will be over. I haven't figured all of that out just yet.
We may or may not have the nominations narrowed down by Sunday. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know yet. And then, thank you, Delisa. Love you. And then we'll send out the email. I haven't picked out the date for the email for voting. But it'll be soon, as soon as we can, because I can't hardly stand it anymore.
Peggy
That's
Johnson,
great.
Dionne, you have inspired me to be brave with color. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. Another great night back at you, Melanie. I appreciate you all. I will see you back here on Wednesday for my favorite How to Paint show, and we'll get this babe finished up, get more votes in. Remember, the link is posted on both YouTube and Facebook to nominate somebody. I appreciate you all. Have a great night. We should go for a walk.
No.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Good night. Bye, everybody. Thank you for the sweet messages.